Hey, welcome World Entertainment, and we have an update to that Netflix spy movie that's going to star Henry Cavill and Kevin Hart. We covered this a while ago, and this is the first real update, and it's about who's joining the cast. They seem to be rounding this thing out and giving us a bit more detail as to what to expect from this new movie. So, let's dive into this. Henry Cavill, he's getting so busy lately. It's time he gets a big ass movie back on the big screen. Well, of course, Highlander, I do believe, is coming out on the big screen. So it says here anyway, even before Daniel Craig officially retired as James Bond in No Time to Die, Henry Cavill became a frontrunner to take on the mantle of 007, as he should have, because, come on dude, that right there, that's James Bond. So, curiosity of this charisma, or courtesy of his charisma and on-screen presence, while the actor had previously auditioned to play the spy, by the time Craig had actually left the role, Cavill had essentially aged out of the role. That's bullshit. He's the perfect age to play him. As producers confirmed, they anticipated their new Bond would ideally occupy the identity of for as long as 15 years. The guy is only like 43. And you're telling me he can't do that? Come on, guys. Like, Jesus Christ, Roger Moore was like in his 60s when he retired from playing Bond. So, since the initial audition for Casino Royale, Cavill has had plenty of other exciting roles, especially in the realm of action thrillers. Titles like The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which was a good movie, Mission Impossible Fallout, the best of the series, offered him the opportunity to play covert operatives, though he's yet to find his own Bond-like figure. However, an upcoming spy movie he's starring in for Netflix could be the chance to secure such a role, and the exciting outlet has just gotten a bit more enchanting. The untitled spy comedy, which was previously announced to co-star Kevin Hart, has just added Harry Potter's Jason Isaac, per Variety. Other recent additions include Justine Loop, is that how you pronounce that? I'm gonna butcher some of these names, and Aja Naomi King. The movie will be directed by Mac G and was written by Jonathan Trooper, Adam and Aaron Nee, and Lizzie and Wendy Molianexus. I have no idea how you pronounce that. So Netflix describes the adventure when two rival spies cross paths in a Lamaze class? What the hell is that? I probably pronounced that wrong. And their wives become fast friends. Their double lives collide in unexpectedly hilarious and dangerous ways, forcing the two men to reluctantly become confidants and partners on the road to fatherhood. Okie dokie. Has a bit of kind of True Lies in there a little bit with their identity being kept from the wives. So even though the new project will only serve as a bit of a substitute for Cavill playing Bond, even if the minds behind the franchise opted to embrace a slightly more mature take on the character, with Jesus Christ, you swear the dude was like in his late 50s, wouldn't you, the way they're going on? He's 43, for Christ's sake. He's the perfect age to play a James Bond who's battle tested, ready, has been on missions, knows exactly what he's doing. So I don't know why they keep going, oh, he's aged out and getting all this garbage fest. It really is weird. What's this? Despite leaving the DCEU, Cavill has kept himself incredibly busy. After years of speculation, the actor officially embodied Geralt in the live-action The Witcher TV series for the 3 seasons, which they screwed him over with. And he also starred as Sherlock Holmes in the 3 Enola Holmes movies, which they used him to promote the movies, even though it's not about him. And did you hear, by the way, Millie Bobby Brown, they asked, should Cavill get his own? Because people are like, we want to see a full-on story of Sherlock Holmes with the Henry Cavill doing it. And she came out and flat out said, no, it should just be about Enola. The men have had their time. It's like, shut up, bitch. So, having starred in a handful of one-off projects like the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, I actually enjoyed that movie, and In the Grey, haven't seen that one yet. That's the new one with what's his name? Jack Gyllenhaal, or as Conan would say, Gyllenhaal. If you've ever seen that clip. He has multiple beloved franchises adaptations on the horizon. He's starring as the lead character in the new Highlander reboot, while also starring in a live-action Voltron. Additionally, he's attached to an adaptation of the Warhammer 40k. And it's saying something here about still seeing him. Yeah, the guy should be, like, there's his birthday, like, May 5th. 1983. He's my age. I turned 43 on Monday. And, like, he's in a hell of a lot better shape than I am, as you can tell. Told you I'm no Henry Cavill. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. I think this could be a lot of fun. Henry Cavill, who's like 6'3" or something. Thought he was actually taller, but he's about 6'2" or 6'3". Sometimes they say he's about 6'1", but I'm pretty sure he's like 6'2" or 6'3". With Kevin Hart, who of course is like, what is he, 5'4" or something. Just between Cavill's natural charisma and he's naturally funny as well. Pairing him with Kevin Hart, like, come on, you know that's a recipe for genius right there. The only thing I have an issue with, well, there's kind of two, is Netflix, obviously, and Mac G, because Mac G's a real kind of hit and miss guy, you know. I can't even think, what was the last movie Mac G even made? I'm not sure. I think the last kind of big movie he made was Terminator Salvation. He kind of vanished after that a little bit. Did he make a Kevin Hart movie on Netflix? The one where he's the thief. I can't remember now. He's directed a few TV episodes of things, I know. But one movie he did make, which I actually really enjoy, and this sounds like it could be something in the same vein, is that movie with Chris Pine and Tom Hardy. And I think it's Reese Witherspoon, I think. Where they're fighting each other, they're the spies and they're fighting over her. I can't remember what that movie's called though. Bad with names. That was really funny. I actually really enjoyed that movie. And if you could get that type of humour out of Chris Pine and Tom Hardy, as I said, imagine what you could get from Henry Cavill and Kevin Hart. I think it sounds fun. It's just unfortunate it's a Netflix movie, but at the same time, it could show Amazon what they're missing out on by going, no, we want someone in their 20s to play James Bond, where there's your perfect James Bond right there. Like, come on. You telling me that image right there doesn't just scream James Bond? That's from The Man from U.N.C.L.E. That screams James Bond right there. But no, they want to be stupid about it. But Jason Isaac has joined this cast. I would assume he will be a villain, because he normally is. So what do you think about this casting, and what do you think about this movie? And let's face it, do you think Cavill should just be James Bond, regardless of his age? Let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and hit that hype button. All that good stuff. You know the drill. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.